season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
What up, though, Detroit? Welcome in Woodward Sports. It's the Braylon Edwards Show on a Tuesday. Braylon is going to be here tomorrow.
I'm obviously not Braylon Edwards.
You get this guy. Also a big Michigan man.
I am.
He is. This is true. My name is Anson Wells. It is hot as balls out.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And the studio is super duper hot. So we added 12 people in here. Shout out all of you. Let's do the name. Sweet Potato Cam, how you feeling?
I'm good, man.
You like the heat, Texas guy, don't you?
It feels like I'm in Texas, Austin, or Florida at that, too.
Yeah.
You're very Florida-like.
B Lad got lost in the parking garage today.
I sure did.
Man, that thing is a nightmare right now.
Dude, I'm on the 6th floor.
Yeah, Center Street parking garage, stay away. Shout out Gordo's in the building. KG sticking around, man. He didn't get out of here quick enough.
Man.
Riley's in the building, and Jared Rodrigo, who will be joining us on audio tomorrow, crushing it with Woodward Cinema. But you were somewhere pretty wild this weekend.
Yes, I was. I was at the place that we both call home at a certain weekend every year.
Take me home.
Electric Forest, if you don't know. Some very sad things that did happen.
Let's not go there. Let's not go to that one.
I don't want to go.
I just found out yesterday.
I
Terrible
don't
news.
want to go there, but my prayers for that situation.
No doubt about it.
However, great weekend. Had an amazing time. I don't get to see, like, the biggest thing for me is I don't get to see those types of friends all that often.
It's
all my
a real
friends
reunion.
live in Chicago who go to that. So I got to see two of my closest friends, and I saw some great music. It sucked that my favorite artist Grizz, who my most anticipated set of the weekend, got rained out and lightninged out on Sunday. That was very sad.
Golden hour.
The golden hour, chasing the
You've
golden
been
hour.
talking about it for 6 months.
Yes, I have been talking about it for 6 months. And
Texted me right as it was
Yes,
happening.
I was-
Pissed off as all
I
hell,
was so
dude.
pissed off. I was so pissed off. But Anson, I do have something to tell you. And this is something that I have chirped you for plenty of,
Okay.
and that is the nunchucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say that this year I got my hands on a staff, and
You get it.
I now own a.
Are you a flow nerd?
I now own a light of bow staff that I am pretty electric with.
Okay, so I gotta give it to you, because when you're going around to music festivals and then you all of a sudden you
We're about
see
to
this
lose
crew,
all of our views.
You see this crew of like 20 people with LEDs spinning and flying everywhere, and you're like, who are those nerds, dude? And then somebody gives you a flow item, a bow staff, nunchucks, poi, what have you.
Cool.
And the next thing you know, you're over there with these nerds, and you realize these nerds are wonderful, super welcoming, talented as well. I can't wait to see your bow staff.
Well,
skills.
I'm a Star Wars nerd personally. So like this was like a
Darth Maul.
Yeah, like this is a fit made in heaven for me. Like I actually own, like, and I have owned for the last 5 years, like a bunch of really tricked out lightsabers, one of them including a Darth Maul lightsaber. But I never wanted to take them to a festival because I don't want to lose them or for them to break.
But you're taking them next year?
No, I'm not. No, I
you're
bought the staff for a reason.
Okay.
So yeah, now I have that, and it's pretty electric. But
You'll be spinning fire before you know it.
no, that actually, like, everyone who I talked to was absolutely shocked that I was that good, like, right off the
That
rip.
quick?
And they were like, you could easily do it with fire if you wanted to, with how good you are right now. And I
He's
was
a
like,
natural.
damn. I was like, all right, so yeah, maybe
Prodigy.
Donatello Satawa.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. We'll see. No, but the one thing I love about it is, like, everyone just gets the hell out of your way. Like, I hold that thing in front of people, and people just move out of fear of the light, of the staff. And, like, let me tell you, no one better try to steal my fucking phone while I have this thing in my hands, because I will do some damage. This thing is pure carbon fiber. Like, I could definitely, like, knock someone out if I gave him a good whack on the head. So, not that I would do that, allegedly, and never would do that, but if you take my phone, I'm turning around and I'm picking up the staff and I'm swinging that bitch right on you.
See, I have the opposite problem because people think I'm swinging poi, and poi don't hurt. I have nunchucks. Nunchucks hurt.
Oh, yeah, people
and so
kept
people just
trying to
walk
walk
right in front of you, like not paying attention. I have hit people in the head with them, and I'm like, I feel so bad. They know it's on them, though. You see me here. You can't miss the flow crowd.
There's a reason why I call those people zombies, Anson, and there are a fair amount of them in the rave scene. I personally don't identify them, and you guys can figure out what that means, but they literally walk around aimlessly. They don't know where they are, and that's personally not what I identify Forest as.
There's a good 8% of the forest population are zombies.
Yep, but I can promise you that I had a great time, and I remember every single detail that happened because that is how I choose to enjoy it.
Okay, so what is your favorite detail of the weekend?
My favorite detail of the weekend was one of my favorite artists of all time is Grizz. He's from Detroit, Southfield, Michigan. That's 10 minutes from where we literally are right now, and it was his first time coming back to Electric Forest, and lately he's not been playing the music that I necessarily love, and me and Anson have had this conversation off air. I prefer when he plays the saxophone. Like, that is why I love him, and in the last couple sets I've seen of him, he has not played the saxophone in my liking.
Too much dubstep.
Yep, too much dubstep, yep. And even me, like, I love dubstep, and that's not where I get down to. And that's like I have like come back full circle, and now he played the saxophone his entire set. It was absolutely beautiful. I got a little emotional because my first set one of the first sets I ever saw was Grizz with my sister and my.
So you were crying like it was a Millennium?
No, not like it was a Millennium. It's different. It's different. You're like
Riley gets it.
I was crying because I was enjoying the beautiful moment I was having with my girlfriend, who we both have a very strong connection to Grizz.
Let's go.
Mads is wonderful as well.
Shout out Mads. So but we should stop talking about this. No one gives a fuck.
Well, that's the thing is he Michael Wary, he goes to music festivals sometimes. I know our very own Sweet Potato Cam is a big SSXW, right?
Satawa, shout out.
That's right. But he came in here very adamant. He didn't want to do culture talk for 15 minutes. So I got a question for you. You're at Forest. You're melting down because you want to be at the studio. This dude, he has a problem. He loves Woodward sports.
Yeah, it was so hard not being here during the draft.
So he's texting us and calling us like, dude, you're at Forest. Stop it. But my question for you is this. While you're taking your giant nerd computer to the main street of Forest and working during the day while all the whoops are like, what the hell is your problem, bro?
So this is my computer, all right? Look at it's bigger than my head. It's bigger,
large.
It's probably bigger than my chest, all right?
It's large.
And
it's as big as me.
That was
totally.
Probably the funniest thing, because if you don't know Electric Forest, people tend to start doing things, drinking and such, pretty early in the morning. It is an all-day party.
There's no off.
And there's no off switch. It goes all day, all night, 4 days straight. It's an all-day party, and I'm there. I'm literally sitting on Main Street with my huge ass computer, ripping. I've literally worked for 5 hours, for 4 or 5 hours, Thursday and Friday, and I'm just people are just walking by. They're like,
what are you doing?
They're their mind is blown. They think it's the supercomputer from Batman, and they could not comprehend the fact that I had
Juice Wayne.
Juice Wayne.
Shout out to the chat.
Let's go.
John effing Lord. Don't take the brown acid. Mid-May 313 saxophone playing in these Jalen Duren meetings. Love that one. Real cream of wheat. Most importantly, who can afford to go to music festivals? You hit the nail on the head, man. That one is doubled in cost from what it originally was. Nitty gritty. Justin, most of the chat, including myself, loves it when you guys talk about personal things not relating to sports.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I had a magical time at Forest. It is one of my favorite times of the year. I get to hang out with, undivided attention with my girlfriend, which I don't get very often because I'm working so much.
Yeah, you are. Nitty gritty in the chat again. That laptop has a wider waist than Anson.
All right, that was a good one.
All right,
Let's go.
now
End on that one.
Now this is one that Neil would read, so I'm gonna pretend I'm Neil.
Great.
Real cream of wheat. I still think
Is the E backwards?
I still think Justin is homeless.
Do I have a shock for you?
All right, so I want to know what was fucking with
Which
you
one?
most. Like, so you want to be here, we want to be there. Meanwhile, we're talking sports. You want to be talking sports. What was bothering you? What was on your mind the most? What did you desperately want to get back to the studio to talk about in sports during your trip?
Well, first of all, the NHL draft happened, which was just like so wild to me that like I was.
Let's talk about it. We
Not-
made a trade, eh?
No, yeah. So, yeah, the Red Wings. Yeah, we'll talk about this quick. I'll give you a quick teaser. We're gonna be live at 4:15 Woodward Wings to talk about it.
Perfect.
For the first time because I was at Forest. So, Sebastian Cossa got traded to the Utah Mammoth for pick number 23. And look, when you make a trade of your third best goalie prospect in your system and you're still able to get a first round pick back, that is great. That was but the asset management in the first place, he should have never picked Sebastian Cossa in that situation. You needed to pick players that were ready to help you not 5 years down the road after Cossa got drafted, and then you just traded him anyway and reset the clock. People need to realize that the rebuild is now completely resetting. Yzerman has a brand new timeline again, and he's going to have carte blanche to reset this team in whatever way he sees fits, and he's going to get multiple years to do it.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, the NHL is a recycled league. If you don't have Yzerman, you're just going to pick up some other guy who has experience, who's been a GM before, and that's how we would do it because we're not an organization that will go get the young, brilliant, analytical mind. Like, that's just not who we are. Like, we go the way of the old guard. Like, you see it with time and time again. I think it's a great trade. I like the kid, JP. He's looking. I watched his tape, and then also Carter Bear talked about him yesterday in his presser. He said that he could score like a ton. They played against each other last year in juniors. He put up over 40 goals, over 100 points, over a point per game. The only knock on his game is his speed. But if he has a high enough hockey IQ, like it says that he does, and a good enough shot and puck handling ability, I see there's no reason why this guy can't be a contributor on the Red Wings sometime in the future. Do I know what exactly that will be? Not yet, because I'm going to go watch more tape.
And he wants to be here, too.
He does want to be here. He can't lie, a little bit of a faux pas in the interview after that saying your favorite player growing up was Dylan Larkin, but I mean, hey, I guess
Bad timing.
It's the truth, but
Bad
timing like a mother. I mean, like, what? That was. I could not believe my ear. Like, I was literally in the middle of Electric Forest, and we made the draft pick, and I immediately went on my phone. I started looking up like tape, and like I wanted to see what he was saying in interviews, and he said that. I literally laughed out loud. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. So make sure you tap in with us at 4:15. Me and Spencer Raxter will be live, breaking down the draft, Sebastian Cossa. And then tomorrow, we'll be blessed by Darren McCarty's presence at 7:15, where he will give us his in-depth look at free agency, which starts tomorrow, and and the draft and the Sebastian Cossa trade. So stay tuned with Woodward Wings.
Woosa, Justin. Woosa.
What is Woosa?
You ready?
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm ready.
He drove home just for this. He wasn't supposed to be in this week. He was so fired up. Got to join us today.
Yep.
Braylon will be back tomorrow. We just had Spenmo Rex in here for a moment. He did drive home for that Woodward Wings episode with McCarty. Make sure you tap in today at 4:15, though. After today's show, got a lot to talk about. LeBron is leaving L.A. Jalen Duren on the move. Sasser, Duncan, Levert. Sounds like they're all on the move for sure. Michael Wary. He's
Keep
got
those
a
hate
super
comments
chat.
coming. I fucking love it.
He's got a super chat coming, and this will be the last on the
Keep
Wings for
telling
the
me
day.
how much I look homeless.
Until
Please.
4:15.
I love it. It makes me smile.
Come on, how long are we going to do this, Stevie? $2 from Michael Ware. We appreciate you, but I'm going to tell you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, listen, it's hot as hell out there.
It's going forever. Get ready to learn 10 more years of the Yzer plan.
And I'm here for it. I don't want the
you have to
divorce.
be. I mean,
I'm also
the
here
divorce will
for
be
all-day IPA, guys. It's hot as hell out there. Get it on ice right when you get it, and keep it that way throughout the weekend until it's gone. It's 15 years the king of the IPA category. We're talking all-day IPA from Founders Brewing, guys. It is refreshing, balanced, not bitter, and it's 4.7% alcohol, so it's going to pace you through the day, through the weekend. Get yourself some all-day IPA from Founders, but make sure when you do that you drink it responsibly.
Jameer Gibbs, breakout season, loading.
Inside the 5, Gibbs to the end zone, touchdown!
Woodward Sports, the most dominant Detroit sports coverage around.
Experience summer in Detroit with pro soccer at Keyworth Stadium. Every Detroit City FC match brings a new reason to show up early and stay late. Tickets available now at DebtCityFC.com.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that.
Don't just survive. Thrive.
The Super Bowl parade in Detroit will be one for the record books. Detroit just does it different. Woodward Sports, your official Super Bowl or Bust Lions network.
Guys, you joined us about a month ago now. We were out at the Mortgage Pros annual block party. And I have rarely ever experienced employee culture and the vibes that they had going that day. We got a chance to sit down with the owners. And these guys are changing people's lives. I know you've been thinking about it. It's time to make the move to change your life, to change the trajectory for you and your family. And you can do that with Mortgage Pros. You can find them at mtgopros.com or call them there, 248-416-1361. They're right in Troy, and they're ready to change your life. So make the call to Mortgage Pros today.
We're back.
Change your life.
Change your life. That's right. You got a little change in your life over at Forest. That's something I absolutely love about Forest is you come away with something that you grow with, and you get to change your life, honestly, the day you come home. Speaking of changing lives, Jalen DUREN is truly seeking.
Chasing that sack.
He's chasing the sack, that's for sure. And
in
he's
two ways.
Sack. He wants
money
to go.
And
he wants to go to California, right? And these are really about the only two teams right now that have the money and sound like destinations that he would want to go to. I want to throw a couple team names out there. The Nets. I don't think anybody wants to go there. The Bulls. Nope.
Well, I mean, they're literally trying to build the first starting lineup ever that has 0 people who can shoot threes. So.
Well, there you go.
And he would fit right in.
Yes, he certainly would.
Shout out to Caleb Wilson, though. That guy's going to be
the Clippers, Lakers, Grizzlies, and Hawks have some work to do, but they could possibly move some things around. So
why would the Grizzlies do that?
Well, the Grizzlies aren't a destination for him. Ultimately, he's not going to go to the Grizzlies. He's not going to go to the Clippers. He's not going to go to the Bulls. He's not going to go to the Nets. So you're left with basically the Lakers, the Pistons, and now an emerging Sacramento Kings. And this Sacramento Kings one is very interesting. I want to focus on that first because last week there was a lot of chatter about a possible LA Lakers new home for DUREN. Now he's still going west, but this is a situation where maybe you were looking at a sign and trade before. Now you're looking at a sign and trade here as well, but for one Domantas Sabonis, son of Arvydas Sabonis, one of the greatest Euro legends of all time. What does this do for you with Domantas? I know you've talked about his game in the past. You're a fan. I can probably push back on you. Where do you fall on this one?
I
thought
this.
You might.
This is very interesting to me. I cannot lie to you. Sabonis with Cade, I mean, I can't lie. Obviously DUREN is one of the top end centers in the NBA. I'm not going to discount him on that regard, okay?
Sure.
However,
third team All-Pro.
Next to Sabonis, you're not going to be asking a center to be doing very much. You are going to be asking him to rim run, rebound, and play defense.
Well, so
and there are
wait a
plenty
second.
of big men
I gotta push on
that can do that at a starting level. Okay, well, how about Jalen DUREN's failing to get to 10 rebounds a game in the fucking playoffs?
Oh, no,
Anson?
listen, to the 22 on the playoffs, and listen, he was awful in the playoffs at 22 years old. Now, with Domantas Sabonis, the ball is going to go through him. He's a distributor that averages 5 assists a game. He is a double-double every night. And the ball has to go through him, not so much like a Nikola Jokic, because you do have Cade Cunningham, but this guy is going to have to touch the ball a lot for you to get what you need back in this trade. He can step out and stretch any defense because he can hit the three. I like everything that you said, but the ball has to go through him a lot for you to get your return on this. My biggest concern, though, is his defense. This guy does not play defense. So two things. How does that work into our defensive first scheme? And how are the fans who might be excited about, a lot of guys understand him from a fantasy perspective, might have had him in fantasy sports. They see the big lines, the triple doubles that he's put up. But there are holes in this guy's game who did just turn 30.
I understand that he just turned 30. However, and I'm not opposed to this, but if we actually are talking about a scenario where DUREN is not going to sign in Detroit, this is one of the best asset management moves that you could do on the board, in my opinion. I think by adding Sabonis, and what is the thing that we keep trying to get this team to do? Take the ball out of Cade Cunningham's hands.
No doubt.
So why are we worried about Sabonis demanding touches?
I'm not. But it's not so simple as him
Cade.
just rim running and getting boards.
That's not what I'm asking Sabonis to do.
Okay.
That is what I'm asking the center who is next to Sabonis to do. That is going to replace Jalen DUREN. Sabonis is going to replace Tobias Harris, who is not a great defender either. And you are still going to have a Sir next to him who is going to be a defensive shutdown who makes your defense good. Cade's a plus defender. We don't know is Herter going to end up being the starting two next year? Is it going to be someone? Is Isaiah Joe? Who's it going to be? What's that going to look like? I don't know. But if you add another guy who is a plus defensive center, honestly, possibly B-Ball Paul might be good enough, but I'd rather have someone better. That is something that I think that you are a more dangerous team with Sabonis. And you know what? You don't win with just defense or offense in the NBA. You win with both. You can't just do one. And the Pistons are anemic offensively when it becomes tight and in games where they play
double team Cade and shuts down.
Double team Cade and it shuts down.
No doubt.
You can't double team Cade if Sabonis is on the floor with shooters. That is what I want.
Super chat from Michael Wary. Sabonis plays no D and can't leap. Come on. So this is the deal.
That's not what you ask him to do. And he's not a center. He's a 4. He plays the 4, people.
Correct. It is a.
He would be one of the better 4s available.
And you can.
You can moonlight Asar at the 4 because he's so damn athletic.
So who are you playing at center then? Are you starting Paul Reed?
No, I'm signing someone in free agency.
Okay.
I'm not versed in.
And
who's
we'll
out there.
get
Draymond.
What's that?
Andre Drummond.
Yeah, Gordon yelling Drummond from the background. We will get more into possible moves, possible trades, things that are going on in the NBA. We're going to get to the Lakers situation, and we'll talk more about what that could mean for
LeBron
to be a possible destination for Jalen DUREN. So,
come on, give me one.
Listen,
come on, V-Lad. I know you want
LeBron. All right, I got to stick on this Sacramento thing. So you're looking at Sabonis is going to be making about $45 million this year and then $47 million next year. He's locked in. There are additional incentives, which I don't think that he would meet with Detroit. I think it's a lot easier for him to put up large stats with the Kings. But we're looking at a lot of different speculations. I've seen one guy talking about having to send Sabonis with a number 1 pick in order to make this deal happen. Ultimately, though, before I get to this other super chat from Michael Wary, none of this is happening.
No, I don't think it is either.
None of this is happening.
I know.
We can argue back and forth about Domantas Sabonis. I think that this team is in a great position with either guy here.
Get pranked.
Either guy here, we're going to be in a great spot. But I think that DUREN at 22, he doesn't have the leverage that he's looking for right now. He's trying his damnedest. His team's out there on the West Coast digging up under every rock that they can to try and find that as close to that $50 million that he's trying to get. But it's not going to happen in Detroit, and I honestly don't see somebody like the Lakers paying out that much. Now, I could see maybe the Grizzlies or the Bulls or the Nets, one of these really bad teams, but ultimately he's not going to want to go there. And I think that Trajan Langdon understands this posturing process. He's playing it on the back end, kind of the way that Scott Harris has with Scooble. You set him where that value is, you let somebody else increase it, and we're hearing that the Lakers are going to put that 177 offer out. But that tender, the Pistons can just match. He has to find a trade partner. And honestly, I'm not sure that the Pistons want to get Domantas Sabonis in this deal. I think they're very happy with Jalen Duren. I think that they love his athleticism in the pick and roll lob game at the basket with Cade Cunningham. As great as it is to have Sabonis on the floor, I'm not sure that that tandem is as dynamic as what we could see from Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham, not this summer, not maybe this season, but over the next 4 or 5 years of Jalen Duren's contract. Am I crazy for that?
No, I don't think you are. I'd actually think that getting rid of Duren would be a mistake. I am in that camp.
But this is not a bad consolation prize.
No. If that's what I said from the jump. I said if you are getting rid of Duren, Sabonis is the star of the players that I like.
Yeah.
And I think that there are fits that you can give to this team. And I actually have one. I'm not going to wait to throw it out because I think that there's some more interesting conversation on Duren, and I think we can get a whole segment out of it as well. So, but I really like Duren's ability to, like, he has the ability to block anything and rebound anything when he is locked in and being aggressive.
Agreed.
Mentally, he was shaking in the playoffs. I don't expect him to run that back. You saw the improvement this year. He went up to 20 points per game. It was extremely impressive. He made third-team All-NBA. I think that you would be mistaken getting rid of Jalen Duren in almost any move that doesn't bring in someone who is a certified second option on a championship team that can be the perfect complement for Cade. That is the only way I'm getting rid of Jalen Duren.
All right, we'll come back to that. Another super chat from Michael Wary, $5 here. Lou Dort could be dealt to cut costs despite his defensive value. Would you trade for Dort? I love Lou Dort. He plays with an edge. He's a fantastic defender, and he can hit the three. We did just re-sign Kevin Huerter to a 3-by-9 deal, $27 million.
Velvet,
so,
baby.
trade Kevin Huerter for Lou Dort. Yes, please. I would love to do that. I'm not sure what he's doing with this signing. I do know that his whole goal right now in Trajan Langdon is acquiring and maintaining flexibility. That's what this deal does for him. The problem is there's so many twos on this team right now. When you look at the addition of Isaiah Joe, you look at some of these other guys that they brought in, their draft pick, their guard room is pretty full right now. That being said, you said that the number one guy on the list in return for Duren, if we had to move him, would be Sabonis. There's another guy out in California, a guy that we were linked to in free agency, that the Lakers trumped their own opening offer to, one Austin Reeves. Tell me if that were the return. If Duren does get moved, it doesn't end up to Sabonis, you get Austin Reeves. Is that the two that you'd be happy with?
I question if he's a good enough two to win a championship, personally. And I know that's attractive, and I see why it is attractive. I can't lie. He's a very good shooter. He's, just an elite offensive weapon. Let's just put it like that.
Triple-doubles a lot last year.
Yes. Completely.
Alongside two dominant ball hawks.
Yes. And completely, found his role, his footing. The assists went up, rebounds went up. Much better playmaker and rebounder, obviously. So it does intrigue me. I don't think that championship teams are built on sharpshooters being second options.
Yeah.
I think they're built on wings win you rings, and we need a wing.
Well, hey,
that
guys,
can win us a ring.
Listen, there's some wildness going on out in California right now. We've got more of it to update you. That is correct. You've heard it already. LeBron James will no longer be a Laker. We will get into more of that when we come back. But my man to my right here is going to tell you how to get some guns going.
Listen, if you want to flex your way into a place that isn't going to judge you no matter how big or small you look, That's Planet Fitness, baby. The judgment-free zone, 50-plus Metro Detroit locations, and they have locations all across the country. I just got my black card. I went in there. I mean, I was blown away. The amenities are crazy. I can't wait to continue to use all of them. So make sure you tap in with Planet Fitness today and get that workout on.
The game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Whether you're buying a home or refinancing, the team at Estates Title Agency makes the closing process simple and convenient. Proudly serving Michigan since 2003. That is almost as long as I've been alive.
Same.
The staff at Estates Title has over 20 years of experience. So to combine that with Nadine's expertise, and they can guide you to any title or escrow transaction to a smooth landing. They know you're busy, which is why they offer evening and weekend closings by appointment. They will come complete that transaction at a location of your choice. For all your title needs, call Mr. D's.
And there it is. I was waiting for it, guys. Welcome back. Braylon Edwards Show. First half hour in the books. Bray will be back tomorrow. We've got young Justin Satawa, a.k.a. Juice Wayne, in the house.
Juice Wayne, love
Nobody
it.
look like Juice Wayne.
Riley and Jared and Gordon joining our boys in the back there. Mr. Sweet Potato Cam and B-Lad.
SBC. Hello.
Big news today. LeBron James is headed to another team. He has come out and said he is done as a Laker. This is not a surprise to anybody, right?
No. I mean, the writing was on the wall when they traded for Luka.
Yeah,
He
no
is
doubt.
The torch has now been passed down to a new heir, and it is Sir Luka Doncic.
And he won't win shit.
Yes.
No, he will not.
However, I do think this is a good play for LeBron. I do think that he should go title hunting again.
Golden State.
Golden State would be cool.
Would be so cool.
I think that him playing with Steph would be awesome. Would be just so entertaining
until
to watch.
they start fighting, which would really be awesome. But take
I
a
don't
look
think that
at
they
this
would.
over here, guys. I believe,
Unk Show.
much like we're seeing the age of superheroes come to a close, and now it's all about manga and One Piece and Pokemon, the era of the super teams, we've been seeing less and less of them. This is the last one, Justin. We're talking. We're talking Jimmy Butler, Steph, LeBron, Kristaps Porzingis, who they signed today. He should put up a solid 42 games for them this year. And then AD, who should play a good 53 games for them this year. But all jokes aside, if these guys stay healthy, B-Lad, does this scare you?
Where did they get Anthony Davis from?
Yeah, so this is
And Jimmy Butler.
Good question.
Wait,
all right. So they are working on a they are working on a deal right now to maintain and keep. They don't want to use Jimmy Butler in the trade. They're going to go and get AD from Washington. That's what they're working on, and I think all of this hinges on the contingency plan of LeBron James. And if LeBron James comes to Golden State, I think that these guys will all sign off and help push along these trades so that you get one last squad that isn't going to win anything, but they sure would dominate the YMCA.
Look, Anson, I love you, man, but this is some boomer shit. Like, I don't know what you're hitting me with right here. There's no way this is gonna happen.
It's in the midst of happening right now, Justin. I know you were busy.
Oh my God.
spinning
Team
your
USA,
bow
baby.
staff. But
So what? They have one of the 5 right now, 2 of the 5 right now.
they have 3 of the 5 right now, and they're about to sign LeBron on a free agent.
Oh, so they already got Jimmy Buckets.
They've had him. The trade
I believe
would
he
have,
was hurt last year.
The trade would have had to
Okay.
include him, and now they're saying that they've worked it out so that it won't have to be included in order to get AD. So then they were talking about their big 4, and then today we find
You're
out that
blowing my
Kristaps-
mind right now with this.
But I know you thought it was bullshit. This is probably going to happen.
I literally thought this was bullshit. I
No,
can't
this
lie.
is going to happen, bro.
I don't think LeBron will go there though.
Oh,
I think
no,
LeBron will ruin
where's
it.
LeBron going to go?
This is
To
where
Cleveland?
Justin.
We all
this is
know
where
where-
LeBron
we
is
all
going.
So it's
know where
Cleveland
LeBron is
or
going to go.
Golden
No,
State?
that's not what I. No, I didn't want that yet. I didn't want that yet. I didn't want that yet. No, damn it, V-Lad.
He's going to Golden State.
Quick
with me.
fire.
It's so ugly.
Quick fire. Quick fire.
Listen, I
no,
think
we
this
all
would
know
be
where
sick.
he's going to go.
I think this would be actually pretty dope. Like the Golden State
Golden
Warriors
State
is like, it's like Team USA all over again, just modified a little bit.
With
No, it would be
Kristaps
sick.
in
It would be sick. And I'm a huge Steph Curry fan, so I'd do anything
Yeah,
to see him
facts.
get another ring.
I think-
However, all right, we all know where LeBron is going to go, people. I think you guys are freaking out of your mind.
I don't know, man.
There's 2 places. There's 2 places, and he's played at both of them.
Yeah, I know where he's going.
Cavs,
Miami. Yep.
Giannis,
Miami way more
LeBron.
than
Giannis, LeBron.
Okay.
Or Cleveland, go win them another time. Like, they are a piece away. Like, Cleveland's literally a piece away. Like, that's like those 2 teams make way too much sense. Why the hell would he go to Golden State?
I don't
Also,
think-
it would tarnish his legacy.
Because
people
he
will-
doesn't have to
People
move.
will chirp him for that.
He doesn't have to move out of the state. He gets to stay in.
It doesn't
one of the
matter.
big- it
He's
does,
LeBron
though.
James, and
He
he also
owns
still has a
a
house in
production
Miami.
company, bro. He owns a movie production company.
And you know
With-
what?
with
You know what he
Maverick,
has?
you know?
A private jet.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm pretty sure he did come out and say that he didn't want to move out of California because of his sons.
Bang, bang, bang.
Even though I don't think Bryce doesn't go to school in
ASU.
California. Yeah, that's all.
That's
I'm
real
like,
close.
yeah, it is close for
It's
sure.
real
but,
close.
And I
He
know
owns a
Bronny's going to
production
still be on the
company
Lakers.
with Maverick. I mean, that's a multi, 8-figure, 9-figure business, maybe even $1 billion business that needs to be in LA. I love your take on the Miami Heat move because of the Giannis
That would be
pairing.
kind of sick.
But those 2, with who?
I don't know,
Bam?
man.
Those
Bam.
3 are going to win a championship?
84-point bam, baby.
He's wanted to play with Steph Curry. Your take on the Team USA reunion. They've got your boy Yaxel. I mean, they've got a creepy little team now if they put this all
Oh,
together.
they
And
do
then you
have
bring back
Yaxel.
Draymond Green on some sort of a Draymond on some sort of a
Mid-level exception or
mid-level.
some shit,
And
yeah.
now they're 8 deep. Moses Moody.
I guess you're right. I mean, I would love that. I don't know if it happens though.
All right, that kind
All
of
right,
scares me a little
now
bit.
hit me with it.
That kind of
Now I'm
scares me a
ready.
little bit.
Now I'm ready.
LeBron. Now this is close to home.
Come
Akron.
on.
This is close to Akron. A team that's 1 player away. And now the Detroit Pistons gift this man the ability to be in the GOAT debate with Michael Jordan because we give him that ring he needs
won a
so
ring-
desperately.
If he won a ring with Detroit,
You'd be okay with that.
well, I would be okay with it.
I
for
have
sure.
no idea how I'd be able.
I'd love it.
I have no clue how I could take this.
I'd be a LeBron Glazer for the rest of my
Dude,
life.
Maz
This
would
would be
move back to
cinema.
New Jersey.
This is just root for radio. Like, this is literally like I want to see you crumple. I want to see you have to root for what you hate. Like
Think about the numbers this would bring us, Anson.
You a Jordan guy
Fuck
too?
Jordan in a Detroit Pistons uniform.
No. I just mean who's your go?
Ooh, Jordan.
Oh yeah. So, that would be so. I love that. Oh my god, that is total root for radio. Anson having to root for LeBron James.
I'll move to Mexico. I'll be V-mixing in, man. I don't even know if I can handle that shit.
Yes, you could. You could handle it if he brings us a ring.
Bro, it would.
Hey,
I wouldn't handle it till we
stay
clinch the
tuned,
damn
Anson.
finals.
The decision after LeBron signs to
Get out of
Detroit. He's
I'm taking my talents to the D. Oh, my God.
Anson's gonna come on here, sit in front of that microphone over there, and be like, "All right, guys,
Put a poll up.
I've decided.
Put a poll up.
I will.
I'm gonna.
You know what? I will.
transferring. I'm transferring my fandom. I'm taking my talents.
Headhunt RL. I'd never root for the Pistons again if LeBum came to the Pistons.
Couldn't do it either.
I'm taking my talents down to Austin, Texas.
Armand,
Maybe
the new
they'll
age.
respect my skinny.
LeBron is never coming here. Why not? It's close to Akron, bro.
Oh my god.
Akron's a hype little city. he's close, and he could win a championship here. I mean, honestly, if he could get along and not flop on the ground all game long, my man would win a championship here.
Hey, listen, people got to get used to it. There's nothing wrong with flopping if it leads to a championship. I would kill to have Jalen Brunson on my team flopping and winning me a championship.
Now,
and everyone who says that no, then I guess you just don't like to win. I'll do anything to win.
Okay, now, but when you do this, since you're down for this, that also means that you have to sign Bronny to a mid-level exception.
Sure, whatever. Dude.
And you have to draft Bryce this year.
The draft's over.
No, the next year, I mean, when he comes out of ASU.
Well, the good thing is I'm only signing LeBron to a 1-year deal, so I'm not signing him back.
Well played, my friend. Well played. Where are you guys at? There's a poll in the chat. You guys
They're hating it.
We got 250 of you guys live watching. Please smash the like button. Keep those super chats coming in.
You guys crumble.
You'd love this, huh?
I love watching you guys squirm. It's funny as hell. It's been so uncomfortable.
Bron going back to Miami, says Chili Damon. Bronny might get cut.
It's like me suggesting to Neil that the Red Wings should sign Jamie Benn last year.
So who would piss you off? Who would piss you off the most if the Red Wings went out and got him and he won a championship here? Who is it?
No one.
No one.
Win me a championship, I love you forever. Straight up.
It's kind of like when we got Chelios, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nobody,
I mean, like
we hated him, but we were like,
there's so many.
We'll take him.
Tom Wilson. Oh my, that guy is a total MFer, and I would trade for him in a heartbeat. Literally take anyone on our roster other than Murray Sider for Tom Wilson on it, because just to bring a little snarl and grit to this roster. I want to see a little
sandpaper, physicality.
Exactly. There you go.
Well, I want to see a little.
Listen to SDP.
I want to see a big black rock.
SPC.
Justin, tell them about the big black rock.
Let me tell you about our friends over at BlackRock, and I was over there for the draft. They hooked it up, man. They cooked it. I mean, they gave us everything. Literally, we had the ribs, the burger, the Philly cheesesteak, the prime rib, a sandwich with au jus, and steak. They literally went all out for us for draft night, and let me tell you, every single thing slapped. And when I finish it up, it always has to be the lobster dip. It is so good. Just some cheese in there, a little cracker they make themselves. You dip it, eat it, it smacks. So make sure you hit up BlackRock. They got great deals. $20 shrimp scampi and steak on Tuesdays. And look at that. Today is Tuesday. So go tap in with BlackRock.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasta salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
From my friends over at Loom, and they got something very cool for you guys. I've mentioned this giveaway, so let me tell you about it. Today through the 5th, you get some of those of your favorite summer essentials. You get entered into this Independence Day giveaway. Just buy 2 or more Splash Fresh Coast or Ritual products in a single transaction, you get opted into their Loom loyalty program. You're automatically in. You could win a 3-night getaway for 6 not 2, for 6 at the gorgeous Dune Birdhouse in Leelanau wine country, complete with over $1,000 for dining and gas. It's not that cheap up there. That's going to go a long way, though. $1,000. They're also giving away $250 gift cards at all 40 of their stores in the state. I love the Berkeley location at 12 and Woodward. My guy MJ is always hooking me up there. Super clean, super knowledgeable. It's the boutique dispensary, and we're going to save you 30% off with that code you see there. Use the QR or just WSN30 in person or online. We're going to save you 30% off. Check them out. Loom.com.
Back.
We are back. You guys like this LeBron bullshit. He's having way too much fun with it.
I am.
D Hint.
That's not what the poll's saying.
D Hint 2011. Really? I've never seen D Hint before. Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate your support and the super chat.
Derek Hinton?
LeBron said Bronny is coming with him. You already know it's a package deal, so that's the facts, man. Matty Fresh, 13th, $5 super chat. Buffs Bron would go hard. I'm not gonna lie. It would. Where's our
20
poll at?
years ago?
Our poll
he has a chance.
Our poll is currently sitting at 67% say no, 33% say yes for them wanting LeBron in Detroit.
Stay on the West Coast
until he's actually here.
And before you keep going, Anson, if anyone is looking to get a little gambling fix in, Erling, the Ivory Coast and Norway are currently in a 1-1 tie at the moment. Great game.
So Norway's winning that, right?
Yes, I do believe Norway's going to win, but the better bet, because that's only minus 105, is Norway's only one goal this tournament has been scored other than by Erling Haaland by Norway. And, oh my, I think he's about to score right here. He just did. Well, never mind. Sorry, guys.
And
I just won a bunch of money, but it's okay. I was trying. I was trying 2-1 Norway. I apologize, people.
Don't worry.
I did.
We will be talking grass hockey in the second hour, guys. For now, I do want to touch a little more on this LeBron stuff. I don't know. A couple of you guys were a little too young, but Kobe Bryant almost was a Detroit Piston, guys. Traded for Rip Hamilton. Probably would have been more in the deal. We looked at the chart yesterday. 9 players, and there's more. There may never be an offseason in the NBA like the one that we are in the middle of right now. And the fact is that Trajan is cooking. Now, I want to put that on hold for a second here. I want to come back to the Kobe nearly to the Pistons thing. You said something 20 years ago. It would have been cool to have Bron and Buffs here in Detroit, right? These guys, many people have had their chance to come here. None of them want to, right? We have to get that into our heads, guys. And that is where I love you for riling me up. And yes, if LeBron wins us a ring here, I'm okay with that.
Sure.
I hate the idea of him getting higher up in the Kobe debate and the MJ debate because the Pistons and Cade Cunningham helped him do that. But ultimately, I'm a Pistons slap. I don't care who wins it or who brings it, all right? But right now, Trajan is bringing it. And I know that I've seen a lot of people out there right now like, what the hell is Trajan doing? I've seen people melting down over the idea that Marcus Sasser is on the trading block.
Why?
Boo-hoo.
Yeah,
I know.
why?
It's kind of crazy to me right now, but I truly believe that Trajan is absolutely fucking cooking right now. You look at the 4 trades in 4 days that he did, opening up all kinds of flexibility, gaining trade exceptions.
Signed her yesterday.
Yep.
Heard her yesterday. So 5 major moves out of this guy. I'm seeing people crying online. The team I love is melting before my eyes already. I think that we're only getting better, and I think that we are right on the doorstep of an absolutely major move, Justin.
I absolutely agree. I think that this is showing that type of move is...
Real quick, that's a report that they're probably going to not exercise the team option on Duncan that they have not only this year but next year. Surprising to me because I thought he was very good for us.
I thought he was as well. I do also believe that Kevin Huerter can do just as much as Duncan Robinson. I don't think he got the ability to showcase that fact in his time with
Better
Detroit.
defender.
He is also a better defender, and we know that is increasingly important for,
Detroit basketball.
For Detroit basketball, and it's a very tradable contract. It's a very cheap contract. And so I like the move. I think that you can never have too much shooting. I think Isaiah Joe and Herter are two guys that are, as good as they get in terms of three-point shooting, and I'm very happy with what currently Trajan is cooking with the shooters. And I believe the waiving of Duncan Robinson is showing that, all right, the commitment that we have made to you is too high for what we believe that you give us. We'd rather go with Herter. We think that he's a better value at his number. I believe that they're going to try to swing a move. Do you want me to reveal my move now, or
hold on to that? Hold on to that. Let's
a move that I will tell you in the next segment.
Yeah, when we come back in the next hour, we want to hear from all you guys. Super chat your ideas. What do you want to see next?
What is your move?
Yeah,
what is your final move? Don't put it in there now. We're going to ask you at the top of the hour, so start thinking about it. What is your move? Is it signing a free agent? Is it making a trade? Drop a ball in the chat. We'll start reading them. We'll react to them, and we'll make this a nice interactive segment for you guys.
Yeah, and right now we'll go to a deal that's being talked about. The aforementioned Marcus Sasser is being shopped. I think that we saw him fall out of favor last year. Didn't get a whole lot of playing time. Had a good game in the playoffs, kind of out of nowhere. If anything, really just kind of showcased him to have some value in the trade market this offseason. It seems like there is some interest in him. A guy that if you give him the rock and the go-ahead, the guy can absolutely score. Undersized, though, not a great defender. I'm hearing a move of Marcus Sasser, Karis LeVert to the Mavericks for one P.J. Washington. What does that do for you, Justin?
Ooh, P.J. Washington. I like that a lot. I think that would be a very good move for the Detroit Pistons. I personally don't think Sasser has a place in this team anymore.
Correct.
Due to
crowded
latest draft pick. And P.J. Washington, a guy who's very versatile, can defend, can shoot. I mean, that's exactly what I would be looking for in the return for Marcus Sasser. I feel like you'd have to give up a little more than Marcus Sasser for that, but
Sasser and LeVert is what I'm hearing.
Perfect. Done deal immediately. I'll even throw you a first or second round pick, whatever makes you happy, Dallas.
I would have done that yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it seems.
I'm glad you're on the same vibe, Belad. What are your thoughts on this, man?
I mean, yeah, it seems like a realistic move. At this point, I don't think we're going to see the big splash signing that everyone thinks we're going to get. But as far as making do with what we have, yeah, I mean, that would be a plus trade, in my opinion, for the Detroit Pistons. Because Sasser, like you said, doesn't have a role on the team anymore. And LeVert doesn't have a role on the team. So, I mean, we're trying time to move on from these kind of guys. You know what I mean? So, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm not sure why the Mavericks would want to do this. Unless they're moving Kyrie and they're looking to rebuild their guard room.
We could, and we probably would have to give up some draft capital too, which maybe they're trying to look forward to the future a little bit. It's not a first. I don't think it's a first. I think and
I believe this team right now has 12 second-round picks over the next 7 years. Trajan has been silently cooking. His predecessor had traded so much of that stuff away. We had no draft capital when Trajan came to town. That has certainly changed. And you see what it's able to net you. And Isaiah Joe for 2 second-round picks is
so
unbelievable.
Nice. Oh, my Lord.
Truly is. I mean, that guy can hit from all over the floor. But then you bring in a P.J. Washington, and this is a player that we did not have on this team. A true big man that can extend outside and hit the three. I don't think of Tobias as that. He's an undersized power forward that can play on the perimeter. He's more fitted for a hybrid 3-4 role. Dante 151, Duncan Robinson and 1 first-round pick and 2 second-round picks for Rui Hachimura, Anson. We're going to get more into that kind of stuff because there are so many names out there. I know that Justin has some. I've got some. You guys in the chat need to keep them coming. The dumping of the Duncan, that's certainly going to happen. But there is a name that I just mentioned in Tobias Harris that I'm going to promise you he's going to be back in town. That's happening. From what I've heard, it's not out there right now. And I think the fact that you don't hear anybody talking about Tobias tells you that he's not talking to anyone. He wants to be here. And what I've heard from the organization is that they are keenly intent on keeping their vet leader with the team. I know you're ready to move on, though, yeah?
It depends. What's the deal look like? How many years? it's really hard for me to believe that Tobias Harris is going to want to take not a multi-year deal for over the mid-level exception, and I don't know if he's worth that. I mean, we've seen teams move off Tobias Harris and immediately go to the next level. Is this the time? Tobias Harris, in the history of his career, has been a very good piece to help you ascend but not reach the mountaintop. So, I mean, do you leave him at the break at the last cliff of Mount Everest before you reach the mountaintop? Maybe. It might be this year, but if it's not this year, I can guarantee you it's next year. Because it has been proven, unfortunately. We have seen it.
Prolific. Sabonis' ass. 12-7-3 in the playoffs, and y'all meet riding for what? I feel you, dude. This is a worst case scenario. If Duren leaves,
I don't think we were meat riding.
What do you get
we'd
back?
better take Duren, bro. Relax.
What do you get back? Tobias Harris played better than Jalen Duren. Blimpy. Hey, for me, you got to bring Harris back. You put him on that second team. That second team as a scorer, that's something that I would love to see. But if he's your starting 4, you're not a championship team, especially as he ages yet another year. Let's go ahead. Let's hit this break a little early, guys, and then let's come back and let's conject. Let's play around. Who do you want? Who do you think? Who's the fantasy? Who's the reality? I know he's got one. I know I got a few, and the guys in the back do as well. Why don't you tell them about something that ain't their daddy's dip?
I got you, A-Dub. Put down that afternoon coffee and upgrade your game with Thrive Energy Pouches. It ain't your daddy's dip, though. It's tobacco-free, nicotine-free, mental powerhouse of smart caffeine. You will never experience jitters. There is not a sugar crash involved. No bloating. Thrive can be found online at dipstop.com. Remember to use that promo code, though, WSN, for the 15% off your entire order, found exclusively at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations. Thrive Clean Energy. They flip and work, y'all.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Finally, life-enhancing LASIK surgery at a price you can afford. Michigan's most experienced eye surgeon, Dr. Yaldo, is offering the most advanced LASIK at just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Imagine not just being free from contacts and glasses, but actually seeing better without them. This limited 2026 spring offer is thousands less than others charge. Go to YaldoEyeCenter.com for your free evaluation and save.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Waterheads are the very first canned vodka cocktail from Founders at 5% ABV. It is citrusy, refreshing, and gluten-free. Hey, best served over ice with a slice of lemon. Get $5 cans at any Art & Jake's locations throughout the state of Michigan on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome back, folks. This is the Braylon Edwards Show without Braylon Edwards. I am Justin Satawa. That is Anson Wells. We got Sweet Potato Cam and B-Lad controlling the decks back there.
Yes.
Anyway, Anson.
He's fired up. I told y'all he'd come in here hot, and it is hot in here.
It's a little steamy in the stew.
And honestly, the NBA is hot right now.
And no way!
It's
through to the round of 16. An absolute class performance by the Norwegians. All right, sorry, go ahead.
2-1, the game's over?
Yep, 2-1 game's over. Ivory Coast
You
players
love
are
Erling
laying
Haaland,
crying
don't
on the
you?
field. No, I mean, I don't, but I like betting on him because he always
What
scores.
what a timely bet.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys didn't get in on that, but I literally put the bet in at the break. We came back from the break. I told you, and literally as I was telling you that he scored. So I was trying to do you guys service, but if you want another pick for tonight, and we'll talk about soccer in a second, we'll give you a little World Cup fix at the end. My soccer elite buddy who just hit a 12-leg group winner parlay in the FIFA World Cup, $100 to win $24,000. He said today, take Ecuador, okay? I just you can do what you want, but the proof's in the pudding. He did just win 24 grand off a 12-leg bet. So you do what you want. You take Ecuador if you want to be with me. If you want to, fade me, go ahead and take Mexico. We'll see how that works out for you.
Do you want to park your yacht next to Justin's or what, guys?
All right. It's Juice Wayne to you, actually.
All right.
Especially if you're gonna say a yacht, which I do not have.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna joke around at the yacht, you have to. I feel like if you're gonna joke about it in that manner from now on going forward, it has to be Juice Wayne. I feel like that's the alternate persona. Like that is the.
I'm so excited about this one.
I'm not. No.
No, you're excited about that nickname.
I'm just excited about.
I'd be excited about that nickname too.
Yeah, there you go. Change the Instagram handle to Juice Wayne, Justin.
That will not be
Juice Wayne at Woodward Sports.
That is my name.
Satman.
No.
El Slapo.
Satman.
Not Satman. That doesn't hit.
Some people do
No.
What?
Satman.
What is the origination from El Slapo? Would you like to tell the people that don't know, like interns like myself?
When I was an intern, or maybe just starting to get paid here, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
You got paid quick.
I did.
Mubby nice.
I was soon.
Intern life.
Soon be that. However, I was on a show. I was on Big D. I was Big D's intern, so I was Neil, Sean, and D-Mac's intern. And so we were doing a hockey segment, and they told me to bring 5 hot takes that I had about the Detroit Red Wings going into this next season. And one of those takes would be that Moritz Seider would finish top 5 in the Norris Trophy voting. And that was going into 2024, 2025, so 2 seasons ago. And he did not do that. And so that was the origination of me being called a slappy, because they thought that was a crazy take. But I'm not wrong. I'm just early, if you haven't learned. And he was top 5 in Norris voting this year. So I was just early. I was right.
Yeah.
Hockey elite.
So,
baby.
At the end of the day, it was started off of a correct take.
Contraband Cartier, if you win, could you please buy Anson a haircut? Well, Contraband, you should know.
What's wrong with Anson?
He cuts my hair for free. He already buzzed my hair live once before.
I actually did already do that.
But shout out my girl Jen, just had a baby.
What?
So that's why I need to get in so bad, but I don't know when she's coming
Throw
back.
that cheese head on that.
Come
on.
You kind of hit me right on that one, Cartier, man.
Oh, the cheese head will come back.
Yeah, it will.
He's throwing some congrats to her. I appreciate you, Contraband.
Yeah, congratulations. Sorry.
Not my baby, though. Not my baby.
I know.
John Morant traded to the Portland Trailblazers. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. I did see that.
Jeremy Grant, former Piston, on the move.
Cool.
To Memphis. Bunch of former Piston big men there.
No value to me at all. I would have loved to see John Morant next to Cade.
Me too.
Hot take.
They should get Bagley over there. Anything else?
Bump.
Miles Bridges was traded, I believe, yesterday or over the weekend.
Yeah, some really funky trades.
And the thing that pisses me off about that was Naz Reid is a guy that I wanted to get.
I can't believe that
they made that
Pistons
move.
Didn't call about that.
Well, and I think now the fact that they move on from Bridges, I think that Naz
Where
Reid
did Naz go?
He went to Charlotte in the LaMelo Ball.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So 4 firsts and Naz Reid.
They might move him.
I hope they do, but I'll tell you what, if I've got a young team and you got somebody like Con Knoopel over there,
Congrats on being a father, Anson.
Appreciate you, Nitty. Been trying for a long time. Anyway, that knocked me off. Who are we talking about?
Naz Reid,
baby. Naz Reid is a guy, he's a human being that I would want to keep in your kind of. They're not rebuilding, they're retooling. They're getting rid of a guy that they had no idea he was completely unpredictable in LaMelo Ball. Hell of a player, but some of the dumb shit that he did out there was just ridiculous, So you give the team to Con Knoopel and Brandon Miller, And Nas is a guy that's going to go out there and mix shit up, stir things up, get rebounds, defend, and hit threes. That's not a guy you move unless you really get a lot for him, but a guy I'd love to see in Detroit.
Yeah, they just want the star of their team to be white and conk a nipple. I'm kidding. Sorry. Is that in distaste? Anyway.
What month are we in? I don't know what month this is.
Anyway.
Hold
on. Let me talk. Let me say my piece about Nas Reed. I would love to find Nas Reed at the deadline. I do think that is an option that will be. I question if the big move is going to happen now or at the trade deadline. I don't think it matters to Trajan. I think he just wants to get geared up for the playoffs. So I think that Nas Reed, a name that you need to come back and circle back around.
If he's still available. Walker or Kessler.
I mean,
Walker
how
Kessler.
it's like in North Carolina.
So Walker Kessler is a guy that is 24 years old, I believe.
No,
14
I will not trade with the Jazz.
14 and 10
no
last
chance.
year. You don't want any part of Danny Ainge.
No. That's like Steve Yzerman. I am in the trade market, and when he's actually making good trades, I do not. That guy is scary. Is anyone else interested in trading with the Voodoo Jazz and getting in the mix with Danny Ainge and
look at
the
the hockey
legendary
elite,
GM?
understanding the depths. That's some Bomber talking in your ear right there, because Bomber knows the dangers of dealing with Danny Ainge.
I know the dangers, man. I know the dangers.
Did you know that
he always gets rid of the guys at the perfect time, and that's no coincidence. There's a reason he's holding on to Laurie Markkinen, and he's squeezing all that Jazz juice out of him.
Did you know Danny Ainge was a two-sport athlete?
I did know that Danny Ainge was a two-sport athlete.
The Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep.
I got his rookie card.
Dang.
Pretty cool. A man named John. Dear John, this is the guy you want, right?
Oh, yes.
Talk about it.
All right, so the player that I am interested in that you don't have to give up anyone for, that I think makes you just such a tough team to play against, and you match up with a lot of teams in the East very well. And this is if you do sign Jalen Duren, but not until after you sign this person, so that you don't have to worry about the possible money that might mix, because you can sign Jalen Duren due to his bird rights. However, it is John Collins from the Los Angeles Clippers, power forward, 6'10", jump out of the gym, dunk on your face, take you out, 40% three-point shooter, can load the clip from out there. And look, if you bring in a guy like John Collins, this is what I personally like. You continue to have this defensive monolith because he is a very good defender. Extremely tough for you to play against our front court. Like, think about the way that Mobley and Allen were able to match up against us. That doesn't happen with John Collins. You'll have someone who can guard Evan Mobley. I think that's an easy plug and play. I think that it is really just the simple need of he can score, and he's not a liability defensively, and he can stretch the floor for Cade and help with the rebounding with Duren. Like, there's just this is a can't create a shot as well as Tobias Harris, but has a lot of what Tobias Harris does for this offense, he can do.
Better three-point shooter, too.
Better three-point shooter.
Definitely better three-point shooter.
The fact that you can have him sit on the outside, Jalen Duren and Cade pick and roll, and he can be one of the guys you can kick to. Like, think about the fact that you're running the pick and roll with Duren. You have Duren and Cade going downhill, how they like. And then your options on the outside are John Collins, Kevin Huerter, Isaiah Joe. I mean, Asir Thompson will be out there sometimes, which kind of sucks. But other than that, everyone else can shoot. So I think that at least having every single person in your lineup, except for like the reason you need someone like John Collins, honestly, in all seriousness, is because of the fact that Asar can't shoot and Jalen Duren can't shoot.
And Tobias really can't shoot that great from outside either.
On the catch. But you need three guys that could shoot at a high level clip from outside to complement Cade and the two people. And Cade is one of the people that can shoot from outside, obviously.
Yeah, and Collins can do that. Not a tremendous defender. There is a little bit of confusion in the chat. Kessler,
I'm not saying he's a tremendous defender, but he is a solid defender.
He's decent.
Solid and
There's
decent on the same
some
thing. Let's not split hairs.
Yeah, there's some confusion in the chat. Kessler's actually a restricted free agent. So if you were to wrestle him away, you'd either have to overpay or work some sort of sign and trade out.
They would just pay him because they could trade him for more anyway.
And there's a lot of talk about Walker Kessler being the fallback plan for the Lakers if they are unable to get Jalen Duren. Now, the Trey Murphy thing is one I want to go back to. I don't want to spend time on it, but you've created all this space and all this money on your team. I'm not sure why you use any of it on Kevin Huerter. Because you go out and you spend all of your draft picks to get Trey Murphy. That's clearly not happening. So something like you're talking about, going out and getting a John Collins and a Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh, you stole mine.
Because a Jonathan Kuminga or an Andrew Wiggins, somebody that's already comfortable on the perimeter playing alongside Isaiah Joe. Both of these guys, their value,
wings when you rings.
Their value is just not what I see it as. What these guys could go and do on a team where they are a preferred option on a team, yep. I think that the sky's the limit. They're both super duper young. Tell us more why you would want Jonathan Kuminga to come here, who the Hawks declined their team option on.
Yeah, they just declined their team option on Kuminga. The reason why I'd want him here is obviously he's still young. If we can pair him up with Jalen Duren, you can get that forward that can actually get you a bucket. And he's decent down the stretch as far as defense, as far as his defense goes, but you don't have to give up anything for him at the end of the day. You keep your capital, you keep your core, you just add another piece that, and this is one of the more realistic options, guys. I like I said earlier, I don't think Trajan's going to go out and make that splash signing or splash trade that everyone thinks he's going to. This is something that you would have to set your eyes on going forward. More realistic options like Kuminga and Collins, like Justin had added. But the reason why I like this is because we're not giving up anybody. Like we're running it back with Duren. If we do end up signing him, obviously you can sign Kuminga first. And he only played 16 games last year and 20 the year before. So, yes, he's missed some time. But if he can, Atlanta let him go. And a lot of the Atlanta fans that I've been seeing on social media over the time is they're all saying, wow, now watch him go get an opportunity to be one of those dominant guys, one of those guys that gets minutes a lot and comes out and is an all-star. So the ceiling is definitely high for Kuminga, and that's the reason why I want him here still. You're not over here trading for somebody that's in their 30s that could potentially be on the down end of their career like the Pistons have done in the past. This is something that I think you can plug and play right away and an immediate impact from it as soon as he gets here.
I misspoke. I did say Andrew Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins was moved to the Atlanta Hawks about a week ago. And, the Thunder did that to reduce their luxury tax penalty. The Hawks, I would think they're looking at this as a piece for their young core. If he's on the trade block, I am going out to get Aaron Wiggins, a guy that played a lot with Isaiah Joe. Another name that I do want to throw out there, a guy that failed with Boston last year, but a lot of us kind of hated that signing for them, is Anthony Simons, a guy that could possibly come in and start for the Pistons.
Yeah.
I don't like him as a number 2 scoring option. I prefer him maybe as a 4th scoring option, but nonetheless a younger player that can light things up. Any interest in Anthony Simons?
A little, but like you said, not as a second option. I don't think that. Oh God, it's hot in here. I do not think
I'm sweating over here, man.
Yeah, I'm fighting for my life in these lights. I can't lie.
It's warm. 77 in here right now.
I don't think I know. I'd rather have CJ McCollum at a cheaper price.
I like CJ McCollum as well.
I think CJ would be more than Simons. Simons really wore out his welcome in both Portland and Boston. Doesn't have a whole lot of suitors. At the end of the day, I love the Collins move. I think that that's something that you have to go and do.
Nose,
if you can get Collins, you get him. But I'll tell you, the Kuminga one, to me, that is a guy that could develop into your number 2 option here. That is a guy that reminds me a lot of what Trey Murphy has developed into. Trey Murphy at 27, 28, I believe Kuminga's 25. You've seen that explosion in Trey Murphy's game. They're very similar in how they play. Listen, Trajan's cooking, And I've seen some people in the chat, what is Trajan doing? And I don't know how anybody could be upset with Trajan right now when you're looking around Detroit and you're watching the Tigers not make moves. You're watching the Lions not make moves because everybody wants the Lions to make a move.
They don't.
And yeah, we got a Red Wings move, but, you know, kind of a little too much, too little, too late, however that saying goes. So I would really feel good if you were a Pistons fan about Trajan Langdon and what he's done this offseason. You mentioned the signing of Herder along with 4 trades. This team already looks vastly different. It's better offensively, and we'll see what this last piece is that falls into place because something big is going to happen here shortly. And today, 6 p.m., free agency does open, guys. So
sure does.
Lots going to be happening. We'll be back here in a moment.
Hasn't started yet, though, Chad.
71 texts from the group chat. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. They are blowing up my phone over here, baby.
Maybe some breaking news, but for now, I got to tell you about our friends Chris and Chad over at Supreme Lending.
Tell them about it.
It's home buying season, guys. Whether it's your first home, you're upgrading, you're downgrading, or you just need a better mortgage, something that fits your life now, you need to give them a call today. They're going to walk you through the whole process so that by the time you're closing, you are in the best situation possible. We're talking a lower interest rate, better term, maybe that 0% down payment program you see there. But one thing we can guarantee is that if you mention Woodward Sports, we're going to save you up to $500 off of your home appraisal. So reach out. You see their numbers there. Call Chad and Chris today. They are Supreme Lending.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that.
Don't just survive, thrive.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Guys, it's the best pizza in the world. We've known it here for 80 years, but the secret's out everywhere else because you see Detroit-style deep dish in freezers all across the country, different grocery stores. And that's because everybody wants what Detroit already has. The original. We're talking about Buddy's Pizza, and we want to save you 20%. When you head on over to buddyspizza.com, we're going to do just that. All you got to do is put in that code word, Woodward20, and you're going to get that 20% off your next meal. But it also works for catering. Check out their catering section on their website, and you can save up to $200 off your Buddy's Pizza party. Check them out today. The original Buddy's Pizza.
And we back.
Yes, we are. A hot one.
Hot as balls.
It'll be hot the rest of the week.
I apologize for my poor hat etiquette. I literally cannot keep this on my head. It is so hot. I have it like...
Let loose the locks, Juice Wayne.
No,
yeah, let it breathe.
Let it breathe, bro.
No.
Who's got better hair?
People don't deserve
You or
the
Cam?
locks today. Maybe if they
Your hair's
actually
bigger, isn't it?
smashed the like button and actually did something, then I would let my hair out.
Smash that
100
like likes
button
and the hat comes off, guys. Contraband Cartier. Kuminga would work, but for a good price. Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game there, guys. Blimpie. Jalen Duren treating the Pistons like they're a desperate team. I love that one because we are not a desperate team. Welcome in Greg Thomas. Says hello to Anson and Justin as he's leaving the golf course. Hope you shot it well, and I hope you got plenty of water, guys. Trajan Arnold. You guys thought we were going to get through the whole thing and not talk about it. Well, this guy didn't get to talk about it yet, so we're going to devote just a short segment here and continue to snowball the bad sports news here in Detroit. Listen, we know the news. Trajan, just an hour or so after he had been granted bond, well, he was granted bail by the Detroit Lions because he is no longer in Honolulu blue. They have cut him. I got some other questions. I got a question for B-Lad, but I got to go to you first, Justin. You haven't been able to sound off on this. What are we doing, bro?
What are we doing?
Look, all right. I personally cannot understand what TA was thinking. Honestly, and his lawyer was cooking yesterday. If you watch the court, not the court. You watched the trial yesterday. He was cooking, and that's why he got let out on bail. And I mean, we'll see at what It is technically innocent proven guilty, but
the glove does not fit.
Yep, but
must have quit.
Allegedly, we have what they're saying that he orchestrated is pretty bad. And
ringleader, they say.
Bad enough where the Detroit Lions no BS policy has kicked in, and they have kicked him to the curb because they don't play with this shit. They don't. This is no surprise to me that the Detroit Lions cut Trajan Arnold immediately.
B-Lad, yesterday you said that culture was winning.
Yeah,
was
it
that
is
you?
Culture's winning.
Was that Gordo?
That might have been Gordo who said that.
Okay, so
but
culture's
that was a
winning.
great
I
quote.
told you guys flat out that this guy's not fitting in the new culture that is more important to the Lions than winning a Super Bowl. And I know that fans fucking hate to hear that because I've been telling it to you for years, but you're starting to understand that going backwards is not an option for this team. They have to stay competitive. They have to stay relevant. And the only way that they can do that is by maintaining their culture. Sutton, Diggs.
Well, here's the thing, Anson, is
Biggs, excuse me.
Back in April, Dan Campbell spoke to the media and said that they had no idea what was going on. And that they believed, yep, exactly right. But they were like, oh, well, we believe Trajan when he says he wasn't a part of this, yada, yada, yada. Well, they cut him yesterday, and here's the reason. Here's one of my theories on why. You have ex-CIA in the NFL. You got ex-FBI in the NFL. And you're coming out to the media telling us that you believe Trajan Arnold. And here's the thing, is they definitely knew this from a mile away. His name's being brought up in a court case with 8 felony charges in there. That's not any big deal. That's not no blowover. So the fact that they came out to the media and were like, oh, well, we don't know anything that's going on.
But you got to do that. You got to be the diplomat.
Yes,
you
for
got to
sure.
keep it in-house.
Yes, but here's the thing, though, is like, yes, you can keep it in-house. All you got to say is no comment. We're working on it, yada, yada, yada. But the fact that you came out here and was like, oh, well, this is nothing. It's nothing. It clearly wasn't.
Did they say it's nothing?
Dan Campbell said it. He goes, well, to me right now, this is nothing. So, like, that just leads me to the point where it's like.
I might take you to task here and find that.
Yeah, I can, yes.
I remember. I didn't hear that.
Yes.
I heard him basically blowing the subject off, not going into it, which is what concerned me the most. So I got to come back to you, Gordon, because I just held him responsible, but it was you that said it yesterday. I said that this guy would not play for the Lions because he doesn't fit the culture.
Yeah.
You said the culture was winning.
Yes.
I'm taking you to task today.
Yeah, no, I
because
totally
he's gone.
understand. Yeah,
so what is more important to this team, a Super Bowl or maintaining the culture that they took 40 years to find?
So I think that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, everybody that was involved in this decision, saw that this could somehow down the line impact winning. If there were any possibility that this could come back to the Lions organization, and whether that be in the form of like some kind of suspension or anything like that, that is something that the Detroit Lions absolutely cannot afford. So I think ultimately this was done in the name of winning. And like I said, the culture is winning. I thought Trajan Arnold gave you a better chance to win football games, but now Dan Campbell and the coaching staff are going to have to figure out what to do now that they don't have their most likely best
and
inside corner.
You with it?
Yeah, I understand the move. Yeah.
Are you with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm with it 100%.
I heard you're not with it, though, because you
could care less.
Well, you're talking about that being Trajan Arnold getting cut. I'm not with. I'm with that 100%.
You're with that, but are you still with the Lions?
No, okay. I'm forever going. So
careful now. The chance they're hot and bothered today.
Well, the Lions fans need to chill out because this is something that I've been having an epiphany with for the last couple weeks now. And it's not our fault, Lions fans. Obviously, 2023 rewired our brains into thinking that we were some big, badass team. And even me walking around telling everybody, nobody can mess with us because we are the greatest team in the NFL. I was saying that all the time. And, this is the best team that I've ever seen in Lions history. But to a certain extent, we were that way at one point. But now I see all these people on Twitter and all this stuff saying, the Lions, their ceiling is like 14 games, 14 wins, 13 wins. And I'm like, dude, where are you getting this number from when our secondary is quite literally bottom 5 in the NFL? What are we supposed to do? Get hyped up over Derek Moore? We haven't seen him play yet. College doesn't translate directly into the NFL right away. We've seen him not show up in big games at Michigan to begin with at the start. And like I said, I like the pick of Derek Moore, and I think he has the capability to become something great. And I
don't know
definitely
why
want
Derek
him
Moore is
to be
catching strays in this monologue.
No, he's not. I'm not
just saying.
I zoned out for a second, and I'm like,
Michigan man,
Derek
careful.
Moore.
Listen, I'm not.
No, it's not even because I'm a Michigan man. I mean, that was a good pick.
It's a great. Yes, I agree.
But expecting 9 sacks in his first
right,
year.
yes, exactly.
And I was the first one to say that on this show. Okay.
No, we're not sentencing you. We're talking to the Lions fans that think that they're going to be fine because they got a second
show
round
up in big
defensive
games,
end.
but he made multiple big plays in every single one of Michigan's big games.
But is he even going to get 60% of the snaps this year? And I think that's what people at home need to understand. That he probably doesn't impact this defense heavily until his second year.
50%, as long as he's productive, it does not matter.
But that's what I'm saying is
production, not stats, production.
But this has been an ongoing problem since 2022, 2023, where we failed to shape out the front four. And we've had multiple opportunities to do that with having the capital and having the pieces to move around and make that possible and to have a relentless front four and to actually change your defense up here a little bit. The fact that we're relying on the back burner, getting guys like Marcus Davenport, Al-Qadin Muhammad to fill these roles.
Who shall not be named.
It's just
two guys who aren't on the team right now.
They're not on the team, but I'm just putting in perspective. We've had the opportunities to seal the deal and actually create a good defense. And nowadays, I'm sitting here, I'm looking back, and I'm like, okay, we acquired more depth. Do I recognize every single name that we have? No, but I see the depth piece there. But what makes you guys think that we're going to come out here and dominate by 20-digit wins and we're going to win 14 games when our defense is quite literally bottom 5 right now? We're going to have
bottom 5 is crazy.
Dude,
yeah, that is insane.
Okay, please name me 4 worst like who do we have at corner right now? Ennis Rakeshaw, and you're going to tell me we're not a bottom 5 defense?
Okay.
Both of our safeties are hurt.
Secondary.
We have one linebacker. We have one linebacker.
I can't.
You mentioned the one position group that doesn't have all-pro NFL player on it.
Listen, yes, we don't have any safeties. We
off the deep end.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. We are not as good as we think we are, so we need to take it from here down to here a little bit. Because our defense, our defense is terrible. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise.
Because there's 2 things I got to take a crack at you. The first one is, all right, so who was your answer at edge? Who were you trading for? What was your answer this offseason?
It wasn't this offseason, but
Jordan Leinhardt has an answer. Trade DUREN to LA for Myles Garrett.
Oh, awesome! But hold on.
What was the move? What was the move that put you over the top for the defense that they didn't do?
When Chase Young was available, I really, really, really wanted him. We had the assets to get him, and we did it.
That was 3 years ago.
That's your hill you're dying on?
That was where we were at the best we were at.
And I agree with you, but you can't change the past.
No, obviously, but they just asked me what I would have done back in the day. But here's the thing.
I asked you what you would do this year. What you would have done this year that would have changed this defense. Instead of doing Wanham and Derek Moore, what was your move?
Jalen Phillips was available. He would have been awfully nice on the team.
So you would have rather paid Jalen Phillips and have the potential to lose Laporta, Gibbs, and Branch because you have to pay Jalen Phillips top end DN money.
No,
that's
I wouldn't.
What you want to do?
No, I 100%.
Because that's what's going to happen because we're already burning through our cap space over the next 3 years.
Right, I understand
and Jalen Phillips would have bombarded that.
Yes, I understand. Obviously, now we're the situation that we're at now. It would have been hard to do the things that everyone wanted to get a real edge and get a real front four here. I understand that, and we have a lot of players to pay in the future. But first off, I don't think we're going to pay Laporta after that Kyle Pitts deal. But that's besides the point. But the thing is you see other teams, for example, like the Los Angeles Rams. Oh, we have a hole at corner. What are we going to do? We're going to go out and trade for Trent McDuffie. And that's the same team that just acquired Myles Garrett, by the way. They're moving on from these players that they drafted in order to better their team 100% of the time. Like, the fact that we just sit back on our hands, kind of wait and roam around and get the scraps and even shop in the clearance rack like we do in baseball in a way, it doesn't, and we see what it takes to win. We see what it takes to win. The Rams were relentless.
I like fired up,
but that's what I'm saying is, like, why aren't we relentless when we were right there? We were right there, and when we sat in our hands, rolled out the same defense the year after. Maybe we signed Carlton Davis, but he was hurt half the year, and basically that's about it. Our front four was still non-existent. Our pass rush win rate was still bottom of the league. It's just frustrating to watch year after year, and I feel like if these next 2 seasons are a flop for the Lions, I think there's got to be a conversation about the front office and Dan Campbell.
Woosah, B-lad, woosah.
Like, that's just like,
Michael
I don't know,
Weary,
man.
he also wants you to relax. He says our D is not bottom 5, and he paid $5 to tell us this.
I appreciate your super chat, but I disagree.
Shep will improve, so the D will improve. Weary, I'm not sure I agree with that.
Well, that's
third.
Yes.
DC will ensure the D is better than the bottom 5. Is this cap?
I think it's hard to judge them without having Kirby and Branch back because you could.
I'm
be
factoring that
about
in, though.
2 different defenses.
But can
With
they
them
get
back,
through enough
they
with
are.
wins? And let's talk about the team that we think we have in Week 17.
They still have multiple All-Pros on this defense. Like, that is something that, like, you can't even go over 20 defenses that have multiple All-Pros, and that's where, like, I can't even vibe with the fact that they're bottom 5. Like, I think that's
here's
absurd.
the thing.
And then to go on your Trent McDuffie move, Trent McDuffie would have been nice, but at that point we didn't need a corner.
I feel like we've needed a corner for the past, like, 3 years.
They are extremely happy with Rock Ya-Sin on the outside with DJ Reed. They've proven that.
See, I will say Rock Ya-Sin is better than people think. I will give you that. I do believe Rock Ya-Sin is actually a decent player, but he's not starting on your elite contending teams 10 times out of 10. And there's another thing, too, is the fact that
he does when there's elite safeties.
Well, yes, when we have Branch and Joseph, our defense is completely different, but that I was factoring them out because we're not going to have them for half the year, and who knows if Kirby's even going to come back.
And that matters why?
Because they're good and they improve the defense a lot?
Yeah, but we're playing shitters the entire first half of the season that our offense will literally be able to beat. Dude, our offense is literally going like we are going to track meet teams until they cannot go no longer.
Yes.
That is how we play football.
Yes, but
have we been watching a different team the
No,
last 3 years?
no, I totally
understand
agree.
the defense should be better, but they can't make it better. They don't have the cap space and they don't have the assets to be able to make it happen.
They did at one point. They still have a boatload of cap space right now, too.
Not enough where they're willing to make
Obviously.
that type of
and it's too late now. But here's the thing, man.
But they will not make like that. There's a chance. There's a chance that Kirby does not play in the back end of the year.
That's what I'm concerned about as well.
Yeah, that is something. And then trading for McDuffie is a uber win now move. A team like the Rams who are trying to capitalize on the last 2 years of their quarterback's career.
Right.
I don't think that is the perfect move. Like, I don't think Trent McDuffie makes you a Super Bowl winning team. You need more than just Trent McDuffie
For sure.
on your defense. Where if you were to take the assets and put it into another D tackle, another edge at the deadline, I'd much rather do that because I think that there's a better chance that is the changing move to getting this defense over the top. Because you know what? When your front four is good enough and this Lions team with the 2 safeties you have in the back, it doesn't matter who's playing corner. B-Lad could be out there playing corner.
No,
Anson
I
with
couldn't,
the skinny waist could be out there playing corner. It wouldn't fucking matter because Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph will be roaming the entire field, causing turnovers because your defense in the NFL can live on purely turnovers, and that is what this defense lives on.
I 100% hear you, and to a certain extent, I actually can agree with you on a lot of the points you made. Very good points. But here's where I get kind of irritated with Lions fans. I got Lions fans say, "Oh, I hate this guy." Well, here's the thing, man. I'm a Lions fan. I want the team to do amazing. I've been a Lions fan since I came out the womb, brother. But the moves that we have been making, and the kind of high horse that we ride on after the 2023 season, it's got to go. Like, I'm sick and tired of the delusion. We haven't done anything yet. We've made it to the NFC Championship and choked, right? And the past 2 drafts, the 2024 and 2025 draft from Brad Holmes, have actually minused us a little bit. Like, that 2024 draft might be the worst draft I have ever seen as a Lions fan.
That is so fair.
And we've had Matt Millen as our GM. And the fact, and I love Isaac Tesla. I love the player to death, and it's not his fault. But in the grand scheme of things, zooming out a little bit, it's not that good of a trade, number one. But the Lions fans, they need to chill out because we need to stop with all how often we need to be called pretty and how often we look good. Dude, we don't look good. That's my whole thing.
You know what's so fucked up about all of this? I've been telling these people this for years, and they hated me for it. And everybody in the chat, B-Lad's cooking, B-Lad's cooking, B-Lad's cooking. And you know what? What you just heard is an SOL fan. It's the same old Lions.
Hey, I'm still going to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm still going to drink the Kool-Aid.
But and we do drink the Kool-Aid here. I mean, we're Woodward Sports. We love this team. But I think that you're very right in the fact that a fan base that was so starved got one great meal, and next thing you know, we thought we were kings.
Yes.
And you've got to take your step back and just realize that this team had 4 straight winning seasons for the first time since the 1950s.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. And
Okay.
B-Lad is scared of the first 5 games of the season that are literally against chumps.
Yeah, well, no. That's
what's happening
Buffalo
right
ain't
now.
Well, and that's the big thing is, listen, you don't want to judge this team on the first half of the year and what their roster looks like. If they can get through that with an above 500 record and they get healthy, you have to judge this team in December and January and how they look going in the playoffs. They will be a playoff team. You guys sleeping on this offseason, low-key, outside of the Stafford trade, this is the best offseason that the Lions have had.
So what, B-Lad, they losing to the Cardinals in Week 5?
No, I don't think they're losing to the Cardinals in Week 5, and I understand there are a couple auto wins on this roster or on this schedule, but this isn't this isn't like college football where the spreads are massive. Every team in the NFL is good to some point. Yes, maybe some teams have their strengths, some teams have their weaknesses, but there's no off balance like there is in college football here. But the whole point, we saw the
Cardinals can beat the Lions, B-Lad?
We saw the Giants hang with us last year. We saw the Minnesota Vikings, who had no quarterback, hang with us last year. We saw a lot of teams that we should have easily beat hang with us or beat us last year, and I didn't see much of a big old shift right there in the offseason. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we're going to win 14 games. No, because that's not how it works. The only reason why you have the easiest schedule is because you play the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Arizona Cardinals, and they were trash last year. That's the only reason why our schedule is the easiest.
You guys are fired up.
I didn't say that we'd win 14 games. My prediction
I know.
has
I'm not
always
saying you
been
did, but
12 wins. But
I see things on Twitter and social media that really grind my gears a little bit, and I just needed to get that out. Sorry, guys.
You will see how good the Lions' defense is and what they need to do at the trade deadline when they play the Bills in Week 2, because they will be.
I hope I'm wrong. Listen, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you are 100% right, Justin. And I hope we destroy the Bills in their new stadium.
No, I think we're
behind
gonna
a sold-out crowd.
I think we're going to lose to the Bills.
Yes.
I think
in their new stadium opening night, you think they're taking an L, bro?
Did you see how expensive the tickets were?
$8,000 for the second to last row.
I'm like, what in the world are we doing?
The second to last row in the upper deck are $8,000.
I'm like
the armpit of America. But listen, we got to get back here and talk about some.
By the way, you could call it college football because 3 of the first 5 spreads for the Lions are over 7 points.
Hey,
that don't mean nothing.
From our resident bet expert, guys. But listen, we're melting down right now. We have a partner that's going to help you if you're melting
I'm
down.
Going psychotic with this heat.
We're talking about that. We're talking about pure psychiatry,
I'm going Joker
guys.
like Bryce Underwood.
Listen, I'm going to need to call them after this show today. That's for sure. But listen, they're amazing. All jokes aside, it's tough to talk about real stuff if you're a guy. It's easy to talk football and free agency, SOL Lions, all that kind of fun stuff. But PTSD, anxiety counseling, relationship issues, work issues, stress, all of that stuff is very, very real. And us guys, we need to figure it out. And sometimes you got to ask help to do that. So you can find it at PurePsychMI.com. They got locations throughout Michigan and a couple more in Northern Ohio. So if you're looking to take that first step, please do it with Pure.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
Looking to take your relaxation to the next level? Then you got to check out Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. They carry top brands like Infinity and Osaki, making it the go-to destination for premium comfort and cutting-edge wellness technology. Be sure to visit Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, and creator of the #1 YouTube channel for massage chair reviews at The Wellness Doc. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen above my head. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation. And we back.
So, real cream of wheat in the chat. Even with Joseph and Branch healthy, this defense was average at best. Look up their 2024 stats when they were on the field, both on the team and healthy.
Look up the turnovers.
Well, and that's the big thing is Kirby can flip the field quickly, and we don't know. We might have him week 1. We don't know how degenerative this issue is with him.
It's just a question mark right now.
Yeah, and then at some point you do get Branch back. I think that people are sleeping on how good our linebacker has gotten. Mr. Campbell is absolutely maybe the best at his position at
I
this
actually
point.
agree. Like he's one of the bright spots of this defense that actually makes an impact, and we see it on a weekly basis over and over from Jack Campbell. That's why he was just ranked today number 88 in the NFL top 100 list, actually, which was pretty sick to see. And he was all pro, and we re-signed him for a good reason. The only thing that I said about this defense that makes it bottom 5 is there is a bunch of question marks, and based off of what we saw last year with all the BS and the injuries, IR, all that stuff, we didn't have Malik McNeil. We didn't have another edge opposite of Aiden. We had the Legion of Whom in the secondary, and they had the one good game against Tampa and then fell off a cliff after that. So that's the only reason why we had addressed those issues by filling some holes in the draft and free agency with guys that are, like I said, question marks, unproven guys, but can potentially fill those roles and be impactful. But as of right now, where we stand today on June 30th, 2026, I firmly believe that the Detroit Lions, and I said bottom 5, that may have been a stretch, but we still have a bottom 10, 11 defense in the NFL. It's just not, it doesn't look good right now. But I know if the right people develop and guys like Derek Moore and Keith Abney can develop and be plug-and-play guys and make an impact on the team, then I am 100% all in. And I hope I'm wrong. Mind you guys, I want the Lions to win. I'm still going to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm still going to cheer and be delusional at times. But it's just where we sit right now, kind of looking back at all the crap that has happened to us in the past couple seasons after 2024 when we went 15-2. It just doesn't look like how it should have, especially after having those two seasons.
Dude, a lot of Lions fans forget how good this defense looked in the first half of 2024 and the first half of 2025 when they were all healthy. And then last year, I mean, honestly, you saw what Campbell was meaning to the team, and then you get hurt again. We've never really seen all these guys playing at a high level at the same time since the first half of the season of 2024, before we lost Hutch, before we lost Aleem. Aleem's a full year removed. I think you're going to see an Aleem, a reinvigorated and healthy Aleem that's confident here. You line him up with a better defensive line, in my opinion, a better core of linebackers, deeper veteran talent throughout your entire defense. Remember, guys, we were signing players that were hurt, that weren't contributing year after year after year. And we were allowing our second and third lines of our defense to be manned by 5th, 6th, and 7th round draft picks in their first and second, maybe third year at best. When you go out and you get, McCreary and some of these other names, you have veterans on multiple levels in this team, something that we never did before. I think that was why you go out and you get Blake Miller. His availability, I think that you talked about that a lot, Justin. Their biggest thing that they loved about the guy was his willingness and availability to play. He didn't miss games. So when you look at this team, like Patrick in here saying, you need Aleem to play that way. And if he comes back, if that's secondary, if you don't miss Kirby too long and Branch comes back mid-season, remember, he's over in Europe taking whatever kind of unregulated stuff that he wants to because he's not tested over there, going through the same people that Jason Tatum went through. And you saw his numbers when he came back in, a half year?
Right.
8 months? So I think that everybody that's down on this defense, we've seen shades of what they can be when they're healthy.
Right.
And we've never gotten a full health season from them since really 2023, when they were still kind of a JV junior unit of defenders that were all super duper young. This year, they have an opportunity to bring it all together, Justin.
Yes, they definitely do. And I'm sorry, I should sit back down. I just honestly, I hope that they do so. This team goes nowhere without the defense, and as much as I, want to poo-poo the defense and their importance for the regular season, which I stand by. I do stand by that fact. I don't think that this team needs to have a very good defense to be successful this regular season in particular. But once it gets to playoff time, they're going to need their defense to step up. They're going to need their defense to create turnovers, and all they need is for the defense to get 2 or 3 stops a game, and they win every game.
Christ is king in the chat. Kirby Joseph flipped games by himself, dude. And that's what you're talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Will you push my camera up, Eli? I want to stand.
Yes, let me do that.
Sorry.
Did we get 100? Can we take the hat off yet? Did we get 100 likes, guys?
If they're lucky. They're lucky.
88. 12 more and my man can cool down. That's your last word on it, because I know B-Lad's got a little bit, and then we'll hit a break real quick before our final segment.
I mean, Kirby Joseph is an animal. He's an asset. We need him back.
Hopefully
in the healthiest way possible. And then Brian Branch, need him back too.
B-Lad, is there a form of this defense that you can get excited about when they're healthy?
Yeah, I mean, at full strength, 100%, I feel like I could.
Top 15 excitement?
Yeah, bottom or top half of the league, 100%. And so that's another thing about it too is, obviously, I know our offense is good enough to carry us here, but I don't want to be the team that is the schedule that is influenced.
We got some
by
breaking
the schedule.
news, guys. I got to jump in on that.
Oh, yeah,
I
go ahead.
apologize. Kawhi Leonard will not be a Detroit Piston. He is headed back home where he won a championship.
No way.
The
Let's
Clippers
go.
have moved Kawhi to the Raptors. Listen, guys.
The Raptors?
Yes. Let's stick
I thought you were
here.
about to say San Antonio.
No, let's stick here for a moment and talk about this. I don't get this move. The Raptors, honestly, were kind of sneaky good, though. They took, 7 games to get eliminated in the first round. Brandon Ingram didn't even play in that series for the most part. So you add in, we need to get some details on this. Anybody in the chat got some details on this trade that is sending Kawhi back to Toronto? Why would you go?
Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-rounders.
Dang.
For 61 games of Kawhi.
That's crazy.
That is actually insane.
I wouldn't have done that as the Pistons.
I wouldn't have done that.
No way you could have done that. No
I mean,
chance.
realistically, at this point, he's not that much better than Brandon Ingram. I don't love Brandon Ingram, and I know that you can make
an argument for that.
Kawhi finished 7th in MVP voting, so he had a hell of a year, but he also played a full year, which doesn't happen often. This trade is crazy to me. I'm glad that it's not us. As much as I'd love to see him there.
What's the comp for that? Like, what's the comparable package with Ingram, Dick?
2 firsts.
2 firsts. So what's that comp to the Pistons? Is that?
It's more than DUREN. It's a hell of a lot more than
You think that's more than DUREN?
Yeah.
So what, DUREN?
So what do they want, a DUREN and a first-round pick to get Kawhi? I'll tell you what. They smoking some of that BC up in Canada, that's for sure.
With some hash.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. We'll come back, talk more about this move of Kawhi to Toronto, his return, and then we'll hit some quick grass soccer, FIFA, World Cup,
grass hockey.
And then we got our two Tigers guys. Shout out Gordon and Riley in the back. I'm sure they got a little bit for us on what the Tigers did and might do. But real quick, let's tell them about Art and Jake's, where we will be tonight.
Tell us, Juice Wayne.
Yeah, make sure you tap in with us tonight. We will be live streaming from Art and Jake's for Yankees Tigers. I believe it's Skubal Scheitler on the bump, so elite pitching matchup from those two. And you also want an elite lineup? That's Art and Jake's. Best beer menu on the planet, 22 plus draft beers. I mean, they got Guinness, Konas, whatever you like. Obviously, they have Founders as well, our sponsors, so shout out to them. They're the best. And then the menu, it's deeper than any rotation in the NBA because they have 90 plus menu items and they all smack. So get yourself smacked up at Art and Jake's with some great food, great drinks, and great times with Woodward Sports Watch Party tonight. Yankees Tigers, tap in right here, Woodward Sports.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Finally, life-enhancing LASIK surgery at a price you can afford. Michigan's most experienced eye surgeon, Dr. Yaldo, is offering the most advanced LASIK at just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Imagine not just being free from contacts and glasses, but actually seeing better without them. This limited 2026 spring offer is thousands less than others charge. Go to YaldoEyeCenter.com for your free evaluation and save.
You just saw him there, guys. 30 years, over 30 years, and over 100,000 procedures, all of them successful here in the great state of Michigan. We're talking about the Yaldo Eye Center, and we're talking about investing in your eyes, investing in yourself, and improving your life. 8-minute procedure, painless. You're seeing 20/20 the next day. And we got the hookup for you. This summer special, $16.99 per eye for LASIK. Doesn't matter how bad your eyesight is, what prescription you have. Each eye is only $16.99. I have some friends. My dad did it as well. They swear by it, and they swear by the Yaldo Eye Center. You can find them over at YaldoEyeCenter.com or at 248-553-9800.
And Justin Satawa, let me tell you about Grind Time Academy by our very own
that hair!
Darren McCarty. This Thursday, July 2nd, Woodward Sports is taking over the grand opening of Grind Time Pro Wrestling Academy at the historic Wheeler Recreation Center in Detroit. The Woodward Heavyweights will be broadcasting live on site from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The open house runs from 5:30 to 7:30, giving you the perfect chance to tour their brand new school, sign up for classes, or lock in your gym membership. Then stick around for a free graduation wrestling show to see Grind Time's newest students put it all on the line. Don't miss out. Check out Grind Time Wrestling Academy today on Thursday, July 2nd.
What up, y'all? I'm here to tell you about that Amnesia. Amnesia is proud to be available at the top dispensaries across Michigan with multiple products for adults 21 and up. Their newest launch is the Switch, a 2-milligram dual-chamber disposable featuring liquid diamonds. With 2 chambers and only 2 different flavor profiles, you can enjoy the left and the right, or both together for a unique combination. Discover your new favorite with the Switch by Amnesia. And we back.
I love the Switch.
Where is my Switch?
I got 2 in my pocket right now. One of them's dead. Love the Switch.
You didn't do the read light right, B-Lad. You have to be hitting the Switch while you do the read.
Oh, dang it. I wish I had.
You have to
it's in the car.
You know, if you're going to sit in my seat, you got to do it like a savant.
My bad, Juice Wayne.
It is good to have you back today. We appreciate you. You'll be out the rest of the week, though, doing fun
No, I'll
shit.
be here tomorrow. With
us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Blessed again, you guys are. Chat, we appreciate you guys getting us over.
But you're losing me on Monday because I'm going to be here tomorrow.
I will be here on Monday for Justin.
And he's going to be, yep.
Well, there we
That's
go.
what I was
We
trying to
gotta
talk to you
figure it
about.
out.
There
before
we
the
go.
show, But
Yes,
we did it live
we
on
gotta
air.
cover
figure it
that.
out.
We'll do it live.
Shout out managing during the show, guys. Let's talk about grass hockey. Talking about FIFA, guys.
I'm all in, man. I really am. I can't lie. I'm loving the World Cup. It's so nice having it during this lull of sports. Like, I love baseball, but, like, it is so excruciating, especially at the current state of the Tigers, to be watching every single game. So, for there to be a high-level event like the World Cup going on in the middle of summer is just so fun. It's so epic. It's been really a great tournament. I didn't get to watch a lot of my Premier League team this year. Chelsea's my Premier League team. But this has given me the soccer itch that I've kind of been having because I didn't get to watch a lot of Chelsea this year. That was pretty crazy. I watched that last night.
Down goes the Germans.
Yeah.
I will say
9!
That was a choke and a half. Holy shit. They had the ball almost the entire game, couldn't score, and then they go to PKs. And look, I am a new age type of guy. I'm a bat flip guy. I'm a celebration guy. I'm a knee slide guy in soccer. I'm a kick the flag down. I'm, mother F the crowd.
Pee on that flag.
Yeah. I literally will never like you as a soccer player ever again unless your name is Lionel Messi or Neymar. If you do the fucking chop up step bullshit where you go up there and you go,
oh yeah, that's nonsense.
and like
yeah,
you're just chopping your feet and you're sitting there like a dumbass.
Yeah.
And the goalie literally has time to react to your shot. The goalie literally just sat there and went like that. And the guy didn't even put it in the corner. Like this total bozo. That's what you get. Oh,
SPC.
Big L.
SPC. We're gonna cool him down here.
Big L.
SPC. Soccer Professor Cam. Tell us more about what happened.
I like that.
You like that?
That was good.
What happened last night? What's happening
the
coming up?
Germans choked. Yeah, they obviously missed out on PKs there. Paraguay, however, comes out as the victors.
Hold up. What in the...
He's mopping it up with the show sheet.
Do what you gotta do.
My man Gordon with the bounty, quicker picker upper.
Dog.
Gordon is just so clutch all the time, bro. It's unbelievable.
So nice.
MVP.
I will say, better than getting on all the electronics that are back here, though.
Yes.
So I
Very
don't want to
true.
hear any shit.
Yes.
That was my
Nothing-
initial-
Really glad it went
spill
forward
that-
and not backwards. All right, back to Soccer Professor Cam. Teach us, OSPC. What do you got going there for the back? We
got
are
so much going on, man.
spiraling, guys.
Holy shit, it's late. What do you got for us, Cam?
Well, the Germans go down. Paraguay advances number 3 out of our group to beat the powerhouse the Germans.
We beat them handily.
We did.
4-1,
We
right?
did, yeah.
Yeah, eat that. Go
and,
Jews.
and really helped out our goal differential. Morocco also advances. Morocco, also goes into penalties, ends up scoreless, extra time, goes into PKs. They advance, though, 3-2. Mind you, though, Morocco, last World Cup in Qatar, was the first African nation to advance to the semifinals. So these guys are riding a nice little...
I've been to Morocco.
I want to go to Morocco.
I ate goat there.
I-
It was amazing. I feel bad because the goat is no longer
good,
living, but he'd be dead by now anyway. So,
but goat is delicious meat, though.
it is really so much better than you'd imagine. It's really
I can't wait
good.
to go to Morocco.
So what game?
Shout out North Africa.
What game are you most excited for in the next couple of days that are not the U.S. men's team?
Well, hold on. You can't speed past the beautiful.
No, we're going to them last. We are saving them for last because we got to tell them where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing tomorrow for the game and all that.
Oh yeah.
So who are you excited for? Soccer Professor Cam.
Well, I was about to say, what about the game that just happened that I just won money on?
Well, I think you've told them about that 3 times today.
No, I did not. I said
kinda.
I got excited once, but like that was a great game. And Ivory Coast is a very good nation.
Corte Diego.
Is that how they say the? See that this guy is so cultured. I love it. Like I would never be able to say that.
You are a very cultured man.
Like,
I will.
Can any of you say that? Can any of you say it?
No.
All right.
Not at all.
You know who can say it really well is your boy Belize.
Oh yeah, Belizeans are real at
French.
French.
Yes. Enculé.
All right, we can move on now. Erling Haaland's a beast, though. Shout out Brute Haaland. How tough is that? Brute Haaland is on the back of his jersey. It's not just Haaland like usually. He plays for Norway. It's Brute Haaland. Guy's 6'5" and 220. That's electric. Okay, go ahead.
You've been chomping at the bit to talk on a microphone since fucking Thursday, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I say one thing?
Tell us many
One
things.
thing. Okay, Casey Mize had the best performance of his career last
He
night.
did.
He
dominated 10 Ks.
It was amazing. Excuse us, we play a little musical chairs
Yes,
here.
we do.
Yeah, guys, 10 strikeouts, 0 walks, 0 earned runs.
We're
He
back.
has been absolutely electric this season.
We're back.
This is like I said, this is his best performance of his career.
Number 1 pick, right? Or number 2 pick?
Number 1 overall pick in 2018, and so his top 5 performances of his career, 3 of them have been just this season alone. So this guy is playing like an ace pitcher. He's
So do
going
you sell
to
him?
get paid.
You going to sell him or are you going to sign him? Because I'm tired of talking about signing or selling Scooble. Let's talk about a guy that we could actually keep, that would actually stay here.
We're going to end up signing Mize, in my opinion. I think that they are going to realize the value that he has because of the fact that he isn't necessarily a totally proven arm with his injury history, that they're going to be able to get him on a pretty good discount to what his production has been this year, especially in a contract year. It's still going to be a pretty beefy salary, don't get me wrong, but I think that when you're in the market for a starting pitcher and you're talking about completely rebuilding your rotation like you're going to have to once you ultimately do lose Tarek Skubal, whether that's in a trade or free agency, it's a great place to start when you have guys in your rotation who are very good, like Mize, like Melton, and that's where like I do hopefully Job comes back at some point and shows some life, and you're now in Reese Olsen, then you're starting to build back into you have 5 starters who are all
Montero.
very good.
Verlander.
Yeah,
Nope.
Yeah, Montero. Montero's continued to improve. I like what I've seen from him. There still is some solid
starting pitching in the post Tarek Skubal era will continue to be a strength, in my opinion. However,
I agree.
I'm not sure if they're going to re-sign Skubal, or I'm sorry, re-sign Casey Mize here, just because they're already a little strapped for cash. They went and signed. They gave big money to Framber Valdez. So I'm very unsure. One thing I do want to mention real quick, guys. I know we're strapped for time.
We're good.
Please go check out. We got a live stream tonight. The pitching match of the year, guys. Tarek Skubal, Cam Schlittler. We're going to be at Sterling Heights, Art and Jake's tonight, starting about 7 o'clock. Make sure you guys don't miss it. Shout out Art and Jake's.
Tomorrow, guys, we are putting together a watch party.
Wait, before that, tonight, in literally 2 seconds, Woodward Wings, live, me, Spenny, Garrett, tap in. Go ahead, Anson.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great show. You guys have been crushing that content. But tomorrow, we will fill you in on where we will be. Might be in studio, might be out and about, but we will absolutely be crushing the watch party for the U.S. men's team. We'll be doing that with We Are Soccer as well.
Oh, and DMAC on Woodward Wings tomorrow before the USA game at 7:15.
2.0 is a whole different experience. We got all kinds of new partners, and our ambassadors are still with us. and our young interns turn into major players. It's great to have you back, my man, and great to have you with us tomorrow as well.
Yep, I'll see you tomorrow, folks. Well, I'll see you in 2 seconds, actually, on Woodward Wings.
Shout out to B-Lad, to
Yes, sir.
SPC, and everybody else that joined us today. We are the Braylon Edwards Show. Bray will be back tomorrow, and we'll see you then.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweight